today. From Lumen Field in Seattle, this is the National Football League. It's the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
From the home of the 12s, they raised the banner just a moment ago. We are set for football at Lumen Field here a mile south of downtown Seattle. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. And as the Raiders take over on offense, we get to see the man who has been the leader of this team for 9 seasons now, under center Derek Carr.
It's been fun to watch his development through the years, and right now what you see is a very confident quarterback who has a strong sense of self, totally understands the offense, and knows how to get the ball to his playmakers on the run.
Right to the air is Carr. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Darrell Taylor got in there to drop him.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them.
So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early 2nd down and long. First carry for the former Pro Bowler, Josh Jacobs. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Throwing now is Carr. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. As Seattle's offense comes onto the field, we'll see a 10-year veteran under center, guy who broke into the league as a starter back in 2013, Geno Smith.
I still remember back in 2013 when he was drafted out of West Virginia. He was coming off of back-to-back 4,000-yard seasons for the Mountaineers. Hadn't seen as much game time in recent years, but at one point, a capable starter in the NFL.
On 1st and 10, Smith. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
And that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. 2nd and 2. They'll run here with a rookie second-round pick, Kenneth Walker. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. From the 50, it's Smith.
About an attaboy there on first down, got his hand in and knocked it away.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Geno now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
But one of the things we talked about coming into this was we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. 20, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They'll ribbage. No gain on the play there. Second down. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
The Smith's throw into the hands of Lockett. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now after the INT, it's Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Carr going to throw. And finding Keelan Cole on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. Now it's Carr. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, it's Carr. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Chandler Jones, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
52 is the mic right here over there, right? 52.
Give him 4 yards.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Throwing now is Geno. He's going to get this underneath to Dallas. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Pitch and catch there good for 13, and it'll be 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered, and then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch, and now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
on 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We'll got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about, they shouldn't wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now. If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a first carry for Brandon Bolden. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. On play action, now Carr. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. 1:55 left. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw his Carr. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Here's the call. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. From the gun, it's Carr. That is caught at the 7-yard line. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Now, Carr again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
So Carr exits on 4th down, and on comes Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Carlson able to put this one through, and that will... So that one on target, and it adds to this 1st half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done. Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. From the gun, here's Smith. Dancing to his left. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Now Gino. Escaping the pressure right. And he bats it away.
As he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with a 10-0 lead, you figure they won't try to do anything foolish here. Carr now on 1st down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it.
So first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. And they start in the best of all positions, 1st and goal. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Here's Walker. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Second down and goal. Smith. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. So a potential big play by this defense wiped out by the face mask.
And disappointing because it was so unnecessary. They had the sack. But the officials are definitely keeping a close eye on the quarterback, especially the referee. They were able to spot that one immediately.
Here's Smith. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. Noah Fant, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. The touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Raider offense heading back for one final first half drive. And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room. But just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams as they've already made their way back out of the locker room. So to bring you the story of the second half, let's get you right back out to Brandon Godden.
All right, closely fought battle to this point. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. Taken in at the 3. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
With all the specialization we have in this great game, at some point the head coach is going to take charge of every group. And I think at halftime, he spent a little time with the special teams coach that, look, you've got to find a way to get us a big play to help us get back into this.
The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be, obviously. They're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now, because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half. On second and very short, Smith. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Walker now on 1st and 10. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus forward before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
Come on. Hey, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
A shotgun snap for Smith. Flushed out right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Smith now to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer, and likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Out of the gun, Smith caught on the slant. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tyler Lockett from 6 yards away. And the Seahawks have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Now Myers for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a Tyler Lockett touchdown. Myers to boot it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
25 yards that time. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From just shy of midfield, Carr over the middle. That's caught by Adams. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You've got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say,
they start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Now throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off of play action, here's Smith. He hits his target, Lockett. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 1st down, it's Smith. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. To throw again on 2nd down, Smith. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks will add to their 4th quarter lead. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it ends with a Tyler Lockett touchdown.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A good start there on this 4th quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time. All right, it's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now Carr.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr.
And able to complete it to Moreau. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
On 1st down, Carr.
Slant to Adams. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Carr to throw again.
He's got Cole on the slant.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Carr now on 1st down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Throwing his car on third down. They shakes him off, and he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. So Carr will depart, and on comes the Raider kicker Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 53. The kick by Carlson is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. DJ Dallas to return it from his end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration, because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Smith now to throw. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they'll indeed take a knee. Second and 11 now. Straight ahead, Walker. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Down to a knee, here goes Smith, and that should all but do it.
Charles, we were treated to an excellent game today, capped off by that second half comeback. This was a joy to watch.
Entertaining for us, not so much to the team who led at halftime and now is leaving here knowing that they let a win slip through their fingers. Tough one for them to carry home.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA. We say so long from Seattle.